Parvinator.
Hey yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Man, good to see you. How you doing? It's the weekend. I'm America's #1 online video game personality, Ben the Parvinator Parvin, here at your service. Man, good to see you guys. Been a crazy week for me, a good one. Really stoked to get back in and do another episode of Parvinator64 Volume 12. I guess Part 2, question mark? We're going to be working on this game, Pokemon Stadium, the very first Pokemon Stadium game. This was a Japan-only release. We started it on Wednesday, took a look at the instruction booklet. That was super fun. And honestly, I was reading something yesterday that made me think that we were on the last battle of a tournament, and it made it seem like if you beat any tournament, you get to watch the credits roll. And honestly, that sounds kind of enticing. I was going to toss this game aside because we have 2 more Pokemon Stadium games to go through as part of this 19 game, collection that I purchased on eBay, all Japanese games, and yeah, made a series out of. Because what else, right? 19. What a great number. Yeah, this was one of those 19 games, and I thought we'd move on after one playthrough because there's a few of these games, and this game doesn't even have all the Pokemon in it. You can only collect, or rather, you can only battle 40 Pokemon in this game. We'll get into it a little bit later too. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's still cool though. You can even without the transfer pack, even without bringing your Pokemon over, and even with just those 40 Pokemon that you have to choose from, there is still a couple of modes. Most of the stuff is limited, but you can do some tournaments, and I wanted to take a look at Bulbapedia in a bit too, because there was some interesting stuff there. In regards to these tournaments, I believe being set up to honor people who were in these Pokemon tournaments in Japan, which is just mind-blowing to me. So yeah, I'm stoked to check that out. We'll do that in a bit. But yeah, thanks for coming through, guys. I'm going to go ahead and drop in. Welcome, Francisco. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh man. All right, without further ado, let's drop into this game. Oh, you know what? I forgot to say one thing.
Parvinator.
Sorry. Oh, hey, welcome, Fireball. Good to see you, too. What's up? I forgot to mention one thing, though. Sorry. We are going to do a second game, too. diddykongracing. We're going to get back into DKR. Sorry, I should have mentioned this earlier. This is a double dose, all right? We're doing 2 Nintendo 64 games. We'll be at it for a while. So, yeah, we're going to see if we can make the credits roll in this Pokemon Stadium game. Then we're going to switch over to Diddy Kong Racing. I've already gone through the game once, but I didn't realize that there's an entire mirror mode after that. So that is one of those 19 games, and it feels like some unfinished business. I think that's the theme for tonight. This unfinished business. Trying to work towards 100% completion of the mirror mode of this. We're on World 2 or 4. And yeah, trying to see if we can make the credits roll here in Pokemon Stadium. So yeah, and then yeah, just heads up too, a programming note. On Fridays, I'd often do, lately, I've been doing new episodes of Parvination, but I'm gonna space this one out, put a week in between them. I'll be back next week with episode 4, but yeah, episode 3 is up on YouTube. Yeah, it's a great way to support the stream if you do enjoy it. I don't want to sit here and just do throw this at you forever, right? A big ad on the screen, but yeah, that's a great way to support watching it, liking it. If you get around to it, commenting, sharing, try to spread the word, because yeah, it's doing my best to see if we can grow this thing. That is a 60-minute thereabouts podcast that I'm trying to do at least once every 2 weeks, and yeah, it's been really fun. It's kind of the culmination of a lot of the stuff I've been working to up on this stream, with doing those like gamer news and those good old days segments. I eventually, through talking to folks here, figured out, hey, let's put that all in one thing. let's make a show out of it. So yeah, it's been fun. We're just getting started too, and it's not as if you would necessarily have to have gone back and seen previous episodes to catch another one. Do it live. So we'll do one live next Friday. It'll be fun. Yeah. So all right. That's all the self promo. Now we're gonna play some Pokemon Stadium. So yeah, just briefly, and I'll mention this throughout the stream, because it can be a little difficult to wrap your head around if you didn't know it. But in Japan, there were 3 Pokemon Stadium games. This one here was released in Japan. It's known as Pokemon Stadium. I'd get it out of the 64, but it's already running right now. But we did not get this game outside of Japan. It was not released outside of Japan. It's funny because as we get into it, I'm kind of agreeing with some of the critique that I had read with the game, sort of having the feel of kind of a beta, a warm-up for what would be known in Japan as Pokemon Stadium 2. That game would come, would be released worldwide as Pokemon Stadium. So the numbering got screwed up. So, yeah, unfortunately, our Japanese counterparts and the rest of the world were working on different numbers with these Pokemon Stadium games. The third and final Pokemon Stadium game to be released in Japan was Gold and Silver, which is this one here, Pokemon Stadium Gold and Silver. In the West, we call it Pokemon Stadium 2. Because, again, we got the final 2 of those 3 games. Japan got all 3. Here's a Pokemon Stadium 2 in Japan, aka the one we call Pokemon Stadium. Sorry, it's blurry. Yeah, pretty sick art on this one, too. It's got some Mewtwo in the middle, but it's all like, I don't know, just some pretty cool swirling colors. We like that around here. But yeah, this game only has 40 Pokemon you can battle with. You can use the transfer pack to bring you. It has to be with one of the Japanese Gen 1 games, but you could use the transfer pack. You had to save inside of a Pokemon Center, and as long as you save that Game Boy pack in a Pokemon Center, you could then use the transfer pack to do what you will. Bring those Pokemon in. You can port them in, basically. You can have them, move them around in Stadium. You can view them in 3D. This game allows you to view, I believe, I think you get to view maybe a Pokedex entry, or at least you get to see and move around, I believe, all 150 Pokemon if you were to bring them over. If you were to use the transfer pack to get them over. But you can only battle as 40. So most of those, that's 111 that aren't, usable out of 150. So tough, right? Or what 100? Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of missing Pokemon. Now, this was supposed to also work with the 64 DD. The disk drive peripheral that was unfortunately delayed in Japan. Never made it to the rest of the world. We've talked about that one a lot on this program. It sucks. But there were reasons behind it. Good reasons behind its delay. This is not the time or the venue for that, though. But the game got delayed. I guess they wanted to get this game out. Or rather, the 64 DD was delayed. I guess they decided they had to push this game out, and it pushed out in its kind of sorry state of only having 40 Pokemon you can battle with. So without having a transfer pack, we're kind of limited in what we can do here, but there's still some tournament modes we can get into, so we're gonna check that out. Yeah. It is less confusing, Fireball. Yeah. I think I personally really don't like when any sort of franchise pulls the going to 1. You've been around for a while and then you go back to 1. Mortal Kombat did that. There's been others as well. I just, you know, come on. That's already been done. We'll have a little hair with my coffee. Yum. I had all the 3D models. Yeah. Yeah, right. And I think it's, you know, the models and animations that are in here, they all seemed... I'm not very familiar with these games, but I did play the original Pokemon Stadium. I think I rented it a couple of times. And was able to borrow one for a bit, I believe, from a buddy, but it's all hazy. It's been a long time. We're gonna do a battle. But yeah, you know, I just think that you know, this came out in '97 in Japan. Think about it. Pokemon Red and Blue. This was '97, I'm pretty sure. Or was it '98, actually? No, this was '98. This came out in '98 in Japan, but that was the same year that Red and Blue came out in North America. So the Pokemon franchise is starting to get rolling, but it's, you know, like maybe, I don't know, maybe they didn't want to bring this game over that only lets you battle with 40, knowing that a second one was coming. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested, again, I should have looked up the timeline for the Pokemon 64 games, kind of see which, you know, what came where. So I was doing these earlier. There's like a Fury battle, I believe, or Fari? Furi. I think it's, I don't know. Fury battle, I believe, and then tournament. And I was doing the tournament ones. I'll get to practice a little, katakana and hiragana. I don't remember. I think we were doing the 50 to 55, maybe? Yeah, I can't remember. Probably harder. We might have been doing the 1 to 30. Tournamento ni deru. And I think that's like return. Or rule? Is that rules? Oh. Yeah, okay. Let me do. Free. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah, not Fury. That's why I was like confused. I didn't trust that one. So, you can choose 2 fully formed teams, or you can take from the rental Pokemon here. Last time we made it to the very last battle, and I wasn't, you know, wasn't playing very well, but I did make it to that last battle. It wasn't that close, I have to admit, but I'm hoping we can get it done tonight. No continues. There's no continues either. It's kind of brutal like that. You just go back out to the even after your 6th battle. Yeah, you know, it shows the screen with who won, and then I think you're back out to like the title screen. So last time Doug Trio was very helpful. Honestly, I think we're gonna get him again, or them. We'll get a Doug Trio. We're gonna get that's right, Fireball, thank you. Well, it helps to sound it out, and yeah, you have to kind of think about the word, how it would be said in katakana, and it's really interesting because I'm only speculating here, but you know, like when you do hear some like some instruction of, you know, English as a second language for folks from Japan, and it's by a Japanese teacher, or it's I've noticed, like, because I looked into trying to teach there for a while, because I did teach English. I was a middle school teacher. I had my credential and everything, you know, and thought about trying to go there, and maybe like you can work towards getting a school credential there. A lot of people just go and teach and do the like kind of short-term like private working for like a private language school kind of thing. That's like a pretty popular way that a lot of people get into the country. But for yeah, you know, if that's what you're going for. But yeah, it's a from the stuff that I was seeing, it seemed like they really learned everything with such a heavy like pronunciation, as if they were reading it in katakana, which of course that's the syllables, that's the phonemes that they're used to speaking, that their mouths are used to making those sounds. And you know, all this is bound by, you know, like your context, who you're around, you know, the languages you're learning as you grow up, like, you know, to the point where like you can't physically move your mouth or tongue in the way to make certain sounds from other places, or it may be difficult for you to get there without practice. Some may never, you know, some are better than others at it, but yeah, it was interesting because like you know, I think all my buddies sort of had to learn to like kind of try to, I could tell that they were, to an extent, they were trying to mimic like the speech of the other Americans that they were meeting and stuff. Because I ended up tutoring a few folks when I was in college and making friends with a few folks, and that got to go visit them for a trip to Japan the next summer. It was really cool. But yeah, I could tell that they really, you know, like, it was funny because they, you know, I could tell that some of the friends were like really proactive with like trying to get the I don't know, you know, trying to pronounce it as a local would, and then others were kind of content. Others could have a very good, still great understanding, but still have that very strong accent that's it sounds like nearly every syllable is katakana, but maybe they're still good listeners and good, you know, able to speak and converse in the language, you know. I don't know, it was interesting to see like the range of people's abilities and their interests, and then them trying to teach me. But you know, I'm trying to pick up what I can from them, and trying to sometimes speak Japanese only, you know, which was its own, you know, its own fun. You got to learn the dirty stuff first, man. Always. It helps. It's a good immersion into any language. We had Alakazam, and they were helpful too, although I wonder if there's someone with a better psychic move out there. So we get 6, and I think each battle is 3, I believe. You bring out 3 Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, oh, totally Fireball. Yeah, so, I mean, that's huge, is like being able to converse quickly, and yeah. It's yeah, it's in, I think that's huge, is yeah, just being able to get it out, you know. Enunciation can be hard, and sometimes it's just, you know, again, like at a certain point, it is like when you're learning a foreign language, it is a matter of like physically getting things moving in the right way. Like this is why people go to speech class and stuff, and to try to get their home language, you know, when their mouths can't make those noises or struggle with it, you know. It's like it's difficult. So like, yeah, it's better to focus, I think, on being a good listener and trying to be good at conversation, you know. All right, who do we want here? Sorry, this is I'm getting bogged down. Don't mean to just be, you know. I'm just a talking man. He's just a talking. All right, so last time we got we had Jolteon, I think. Was that right? We had someone who turned out to be kind of a dud. It was a Zapdos. I'm not sure. This is the hardest part, is picking this team. Oh, we got Electrode, who sucked. They didn't actually... I don't think they really had any electric moves. I might try Pikachu this time, because there were a couple of folks like having an electric Pokemon would have helped with. I think we had Blastoise. No, that was when I was testing it out earlier. The name of this Drowsy is Sleeper. Suripa. Raki. Oh yeah, these are their Japanese names. For a second I was thinking it was the like nicknames, but no, yeah, these are just their Japanese Pokemon titles. What's up, Captain Nemo? What's going on, buddy? Looking shaggy, huh? Good. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I could use a haircut. For sure. We used Gengar. Gengar was actually very helpful, if I remember correctly. Weren't they? Didn't we have a Gengar? Dude, I've forgotten. We had Machoke, who was pretty helpful as well. Might want a fire Pokemon this time. I don't know if we had a fire one. Do 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 boo boo do. I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, we had Venusaur last time. I'm going a different way this time, switching it up. And I think, I don't know if this isn't always the case, but sometimes with the like Pokemon that would seem the best, they give them kind of a crappy move set. I'm wondering what how do we... Oh, right. You see their move set here, but... So it's got just one fire move. It's usually like all you need to get through a single battle. Daikinji is Flareon's fire move. What is Charizard's? Same thing. Well, in that case, I mean, I probably want a Flareazard. Let's try this team. Let's do it. What you bummed out about, Captain? Sorry to hear you're feeling bummed. All right, battle number 1. Here we go, guys. Let's do it. All right. Okay, let's see. Seemed like Biden's gonna... Yeah. I know, I was reading some news that, like, I guess, like, his team was feeling, buoyed by... I guess, just Trump having a really, really long and you know, pretty boring speech at the RNC convention. So yeah, I guess that's like there. Like, see guys, he's we're back in this thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's yeah, crappy situation. Yeah, the time to have replaced him, you know, I mean, he said he was going to run one term, and then they didn't do anything to like allow the next person to kind of step up or, you know, work towards filling those shoes and running for this term. And yeah, it just sucks that you know, this could have been corrected a long time ago, and now there's this, like, you know, very screwed up situation. What are they going to bring in? All right, 1 second. Let's see. They've got Starmie. Okay. Psychic and water, right? Okay. Yeah, well, I'm bringing in... That Jolteon has me a little bit worried, but I don't know that they'll bring it in. Well, I'm going to bring in Pikachu. I'm gonna take in Alakazam, I believe, and I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna bring in. I'm gonna bring in Dig Dug too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's frustrating, dude. I don't. What are Pikachu's moves here? Tin Yan Boruto. Tin Man Boruto. Balto. Maybe Thunderbolt. Let's see. Oh, you're recalling your Lapras. You wuss. Yeah, I'm interested to see, you know, and I had the feeling that a lot of this stuff, I won't go on about it for too long, but I had a feeling that a lot of the headlines coming out from the last couple days seems like it was more kind of a pressure campaign from people around him, you know, like you just keep reporting like, hey, they're really thinking about it. Right now, he's really considering it. And after this last meeting, he's really thinking, you know, and I think he kind of just, you know, oh, damn, dude. What move was that? I feel like that was kind of a, you know, I don't know, a little bit of a strategic, it's always a strategic leak, you know. Okay, well, let's see. Fuden. Oh, wait, who? All right, that brought Alakazam in, right? Oh, Doug Trio's the last one. Okay. Maybe we'll go. Alakazam would do well here, I suppose. Yeah. That's great, Fireball. Right. That's funny. Possibilities, man. They're endless. Well, actually, they're not. You just worked him out, but the possibilities are many. All right. Psychokines. Wait, what move is that? Wait, did these rental Pokemon have like a random moves sometimes? Like, what is going on? Maybe I need to look into this a bit. You know, I have the Bulbapedia article pulled up. Maybe we should go peep that, especially if we get wiped here. Yeah, I know it. I know, Cab Nemo. It's. Yeah, I had a similar story with my grandfather too, and him just like doing a lot of driving afterwards. I was also told too that, yeah, there was a lot of, you know, since I haven't lived at home in a while, like there was stuff that, yeah, I was only seeing it when I was back, you know, and yeah, this is a different move set than last night. I wonder if we were playing the level 1 to 30. I wonder if that's the thing. That might be what's happening here. Yeah, well, so this is, are we even gonna get a hit off? Yeah. All right, we'll try that other tournament. That was a flop. Whoops. Let's try the 1 to 30s. These might be pretty tough with the rental Pokemon. I'm sure it's doable, but yeah. Yeah, apparently my granddad was doing a lot of driving too. Like, he would just like, I think call my uncle, and then just he'd be totally lost. And he was driving across state lines and stuff, and just, you know, Hey, like it's so interesting. Like, what is going on? You know? And yeah, just the refusal to the refusal to you know, I guess drop that to let go of those responsibilities and to yeah. Oh wait, this is the one we started yesterday. Monster Ball, I believe. Yeah, we do 1 to 30 cup. We're gonna do a tournament. We're gonna hit the so it's funny, this top one is the Monster Boru Cup, Monster Ball Cup. Second one is the Super Boru Cup, the Super Bowl Cup. Nice. Sweet. I wonder what that one's called. Well, this game didn't make it to the US, so never mind. Yeah, no worries, Cap Nemo. Yeah, it's a very frustrating situation, man. People holding on until the very end. And hey, welcome, Ronaldo. Good to see you. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a second before we jump into this next this next match here. I did pull up Bulbapedia. Let's I want to scope that out because it had some, I don't know, it had some interesting info. I was skimming through it very quickly, but it seems like some of the teams for these tournaments were built off of like Japanese Pokemon competitions, really early Pokemon competitions too, from you know, 97 and 98, I believe. So this game came out in 98. And this is yeah, the Japanese only Pokemon Stadium game. Only came out in Japan, did not get released elsewhere. The worldwide release, what we call Pokemon Stadium in the West, is actually Pokemon Stadium 2 in Japan. And yeah, this game's weird though. It only has 40 Pokemon you can battle with. It's kind of strange like that. Kind of an incomplete game. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 30. Yeah, just 33 here. I think there's different ones available in different cups, or you unlock a few more. I started to count the rows, and then I was a dum-dum and screwed that part up. I was trying to do the shortcut, but mental math. Oh yeah. Let's go check Bulbapedia. 1 second. Get me there. Take me to Mozilla Firefox. All right, cool. Yeah, so here we are. Yeah, again, this is just breaking down. Yeah, oh, come on, you know Bulbapedia. It's good stuff. This is a really good wiki. Yeah. Gameplay. Okay, battle, organize, list, Pokédex, register, party, Game Boy Tower, and international versions. A Generation 1 game can be played. Yeah, so with the transfer pack, or it's called in Japanese the 64 MB pack. Interestingly enough, 64 megabyte pack, or you know, just MB. And yeah, the transfer pack would you could bring your Pokemon over from Gen 1, but you know, you can only battle with those 40 that are actually available in this game to, you know, to battle with. Gab said best page on Bulbapedia. I gotta say, man, I'm liking this one. I've been coming to it a lot lately for some of the information, like to double check that it was 40 Pokemon, to see which 40 Pokemon they were. Here's your list, folks. We can Poke-Rap them all. Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Beedrill, Fearow, Pikachu, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Dugtrio, Primeape, Arcanine, and Alakazam. Blah, 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 you know, interlude. Machamp, Golem, Magneton, Cloyster, Gengar, Onix, Hypno, Electrode, Exeggutor, Chansey, Kangaskhan, Starmie, Skyther, Jinx, Pinsir, Tauros, Interlude, blah blah blah, Gyarados, Lapras, Ditto, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Aerodactyl, Snorlax, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Dragonite. In my head, I have the Sonic the Hedgehog, which is not correct. Where's the Sonic the Hedgehog? Not that one. Getting a whole bunch of Sonic, but not the one I want. It's a great commercial. Yeah, that's it. Poke Rap. It's a good way to. I don't know, man. Hey, it's what we're doing. It's Friday night, dude. I'm having a cup of coffee. Nick once memorized the 150 Pokemon Poke Rap sequence back in the day. Hell yeah, dude. That's street cred. I bet that if you started picking it up again, you'd get it quickly. You know, that is respect, honestly, man. Yeah, some kids learn Ice Cube's "It Was a Good Day." Others of us, we learn the 150 Pokemon rap, you know, the Poke Rap. And Ice Cube's "It Was a Good Day." Because those things aren't exclusive. All right. Bum, bum, bum. What do we got here? Staff. A move tutor. If the player clears the Master Ball division of the level 1 through 30 division with a Pikachu in their party, that Pikachu can learn Surf. Nice. Wish we were using the transfer pack. Since this game was only released in Japan, Pikachu can be taught Surf in the International Pokemon Stadium, whereas it cannot in the Japanese version of that same game. Ooh. Trivia. Nintendo advertised Pokemon Blue's compatibility with Pokemon Stadium in a September '99 flyer for the game's retail release in October '99. Oddly enough, it does not mention Pokemon Stadium 2, which had already been released in April of '99. All right, so this part here, I'm not going to read all these, but I thought this part was fascinating. And I still want to understand a little bit more about this, because I've heard different details. I've heard different details, different, you know, kind of tellings of this story here. According to the Iwata Asks for Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Satoru Iwata studied the battle logic of Pokemon Red and Green for the development of Pokemon Stadium without having the appropriate specification document from Game Freak. So he had to recreate this without the specs. Shigeki Morimoto from Game Freak also commented on how it took him a long time to create the original battle program for Pokemon Red and Green, which was then ported to Pokemon Stadium by Iwata in a week. Damn. Just a week, you know? Captain, tell me, what's an exclusive, you know, 2 things, yeah. Being a member of Parvinator is a pretty exclusive club. No, not that many folks, you know. It's and getting a little smaller some days too. Even more exclusive. She is quite exclusive, Captain Nemo. All right. This game is sometimes nicknamed Pokemon Stadium Zero outside of Japan to distinguish it more easily from its sequel. Don't do that, though, all right? Look, it pains me to have to go through the explanation that this game was Japanese only and that the numbering system is all... Well, it's correct, the Japanese ones. Our numbering system is the one that's fucked. It pains me to have to go through that explanation, but I'm going to do it 1,000 times tonight. I'm not going to take the shortcut, the easy way, and call it Pokemon Stadium Zero. All right. So respect these titles, man. Because these are the originals, all right? And even though we come at it from a different perspective in the West, that's our own bias, man. We got to get rid of that, and we got to instead be biased in favor of these Japanese games. That's all I'm saying. All right. We'll take a look at the tournament. I was looking at this earlier. So these divisions are based on Nintendo Cup, like Pokemon tournaments. This mode features 2 tournaments based upon official Pokemon tournaments. Look at that. There it is. There's the wording I was going for. Oh, you guys can't see it. You're a little cut off. Let's see. Yeah. Official Pokemon tournaments. I gotta keep an eye. You guys aren't really seeing what I'm seeing here. Gotta remember that. Level 1 to 30 division. This tournament is based on the Nintendo Cup 98. There are 4 divisions. The Monster Ball, that's the one we're working on now. Super Ball. Just ball, not bowl. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's ball. Okay. Hyper Ball and Master Ball. Level 50 through 55 division. This tournament is based on the Nintendo Cup 97. Total levels of the 3 Pokemon selected cannot exceed 155. So that's interesting. You have a level 50 to 100 to 55 division, but your 3 Pokemon can't exceed a total level of 155. So yeah, you know, you don't want to have all them maxed out, I guess. The opponents in this mode are based on actual competitors in the 97 tournament. Damn. Imagine the pressure of kind of like trying to get a competition team. I mean, now I'm sure it's tough, but yeah. And yeah, you don't want them to go over certain levels, and, you know. The instruction booklet that we read, we went through the Japanese one. It was a lot of fun, but it had a lot of warnings in it, basically about like you know, cheating and you know, using any sort of hacking device or spoofing moves that don't belong, and basically I think that they built some tournaments out of this game too. I just think I bet when Stadium 2 came out in Japan, that was probably more of the standard. But at that point, Gen 1's been out for a bit, you know? They've had those Gen 1 games for... That's its 3rd year. When Pokemon Stadium 2, aka our Pokemon Stadium, would have come out. It had already been, you know, it was 3 calendar years since they had, you know, had their launch of Red and Green. Blowing my mind, man. Let's honor these. Let me see. Can I zoom in here? What do we got? You gonna work with me? No, you're gonna move things over to the left. The fuck. All right, sorry. I know it's a little small, but we've got Kazuhito Kato, level 50 to 55 division. Okay. So I guess they didn't name many of or they don't have the level 1 through 30 folks listed, just these 50 through 55s. The opponents in this mode are based on actual competitors in the 97 tournaments. 97 tournament. This is pretty sweet. Tells you where they're from too, like their region in Japan. Tohoku, Hokkaido, Kanto, represent. These are the cool city kids here, you know. Mika Fujita, Yasuhiro Hayashi, and Yusuke Suzuki. Fascinating stuff. We want to honor these folks. I wonder how old they were at the time. I want to salute them for having won these tournaments in Japan a long time ago. And everybody else too. I don't mean to just pour all the love into Kanto there, of course. I mean, I don't even know who won this. Who won Nintendo Cup 97? The event consisted of 15 regional tournaments. At the end, the 15 champions competed in a national tournament to determine who was the best trainer. The national event took place during the Space World 97. Hell yeah. Nintendo Space World 97. I just want to click every link here. You know, I just want to click every link. And I love Pokemon. Like, I've dedicated a lot of time and headspace to Pokemon. I grew up with it, you know. I was playing the Gen 1, you know, I had Red and was playing it. Was hyped up on it too. Nintendo Power hyped me up on the series. But But like, you know, I've never been a hardcore Pokemaniac in terms of battling, in terms of like completing a Pokédex or, and there's, as we all know, there's tiers to this kind of thing. And when you run into some folks who are in some of those higher fan and competitive tiers, it's a total other level of understanding of the series. Yeah, right, Fireball, having to do the homework. It's funny too because Nintendo Power would show these, I mentioned this on Wednesday, but yeah, Nintendo Power would show lineups from, well, you know, like fans could send in their lineups, their competitive lineup, and they would show their move set and stuff. But then they also did, one day they did lineups from some tournament winners. And it's funny because there was a really funny dissection, modern day dissection of like the tournament winners. It's been done a few times on Reddit and elsewhere, but where people would look at those tournament winner teams and, you know, just like with our modern understanding of the game, those teams were absolute trash. They would get stomped nowadays, but it's funny that that was like, you know, these were the big winners. And, you know, some of the logic that was written in those Nintendo Power like team write-ups was kind of that's been like, some of that has been torn down too. You know, it's kind of a fun modern, you know, based on what we know, and I say we, but the people who are, you know, really know these games well, what they know now, and like looking at some of those old teams, and a lot of them were just, you know, they wouldn't be competitive at this point. They might not even be built at this point because like the best practices would already be known, or, you know, like, oh, don't use that move, you know. All right, let's see what else.
Mamma mia!
That's right. Damn you. Rogue and Amy Tennis. Nintendo Cup 98. Like the okay. Whoa, hold up. This last sentence, these links have got me interested. My eye sees Game Boy Light, a Game Boy printer, and a copy of the Pokemon Yellow version. Okay, okay. The first three places got a gold, silver, and bronze trophy respectively. I think we meant respectively. On the other hand, the first four places got a Game Boy Light, a Game Boy printer, and a copy of the Pokemon Yellow version once it was released. You know, that kid is coming back to school a hero. If it's a kid. I don't know if these were kids. It was probably a 35-year-old salaryman or something, you know. He had a long commute. It's good coffee, but it's cold. Cold coffee, man. Yeah, we should. I don't have, you know what? Sadly, I don't have Bulbapedia editing abilities, sadly. If anybody, hey, if Bulbapedia, if you're listening, or if any of you guys are you got it in with Bulbapedia, you guys should fix that. There's a little typo on this page. All right, I'm just getting lost here. This is great. Oh, we got US now. Okay, I'm seeing 99. Well, yeah, 98, I guess, was the release of Red and Blue. Nintendo Cup 98 made use of the first Japanese Pokemon Stadium game 12 days before it was officially released. So that's funny. So used it as a hype tool. In the tournament, only Pokemon... So they used this game 12 days before it was officially released in Nintendo Cup 98. In the tournament, only Pokemon that were available in that game were allowed to participate. So they really nuked a lot of people's... Yeah, you had to specifically build for those 40 Pokemon. The restriction to level 30 or lower narrowed down the choice of Pokemon even further, with a total of 33 species legal for use. Oh. That makes sense. Oh, the 7 finalists of the national tournament in '98, along with one generic lad trainer to fill out the roster, were depicted as opponents in the second Japanese Pokemon Stadium game, which we have right here. If I got a game I can pick up and I'm picking it up. It's getting on the camera, you know. Maybe they can, Cab Nemo. I have to admit, I've never, there haven't been many times that I felt that I had some kind of hidden knowledge that Bulbapedia didn't, or that I could explain something better than what was already done. I'm not on this side every day, but yeah, it's all new stuff, you know. Look at all these winners. Well, that's cool. Pretty sweet, right? Unlike future Pokemon Stadium games, there are no continues. The credits roll after a tournament is cleared. That's what we're trying to do today. After one of the tournaments is cleared, the player obtains a Doduo Game Boy upgrade that allows the Game Boy games to be played with frame skip at double speed. And then if they clear both tournaments, they get the Dodrio Game Boy that lets them play at triple speed with frame skips. With frame skip. I remember thinking that was really cool. I don't know that I ever unlocked that because I think I only rented these games. I think I rented the original Stadium. I don't think I owned it. I do remember at least renting it once, and the movie gallery gave me like a they had a nice little warning in there about how your ass better return this transfer pack, or you know. It was a huge fine. Yeah, cutting down the possibilities if we're only down to 33 Pokemon. Hey, thank you guys for hanging. I hope that's, you know, I want to do the deep dives like that every now and then. That's, if I'm not going to sit and prepare a bunch of content each day, because that's hard and takes a long time, and it's better in its own, in its own, like, kind of form or show or whatever, its own format. Then we got to find other ways to game and have fun with it. And I think we're going to do more of the old screen share, baby. We're stepping this stream up into the 2014, 2015 or so, you know? We're only 10 plus years behind. Probably the plus there. Yeah. Even more than 10. Yeah, sorry if this background music's been going. It's been on for a long time. Yeah, I'm glad you don't mind it. Yeah. Looking forward to the Dodrio Tower in Stadium 2. Oh, yeah. What's the story behind that, Nick? You couldn't, Could it get it unlocked? You can't speed up the Gen 2 games. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. You know, I never played those Gen 2. I never played the, you know, Stadium 2. I never played that one. What we call Stadium 2. In the West. Yeah, right. That's cool, Fireball, yeah. Oh, sorry, Cab Nemo. I missed your comment earlier. I know I've asked a million times, but I'll keep being the squeaky wheel. Can you give us something to do with our points? I have 70,000 now. Even just a simple hydrate, a VIP status. Stretch would be fun. Yes. I just saw those the other day. They're redeems. Yeah. I don't understand why. Yeah. I was in the menu the other day and I saw the hydrate among others. So yeah, that'd be an easy ad. I don't want like a menu that pops up, takes up too much space, but settings, stream. Channel? Channel. Brand. I don't know where anything is. Viewer rewards. Power-ups and channel points. They've changed some of these titles, I think. Parvinator points. Okay. Manage power-ups and channel points. Okay, that's right. Individual. I want rewards. Custom rewards. Default rewards. Some of the default rewards are on, I think. Let's see. Oh, shit. I'll have to look at this later. Sorry. I couldn't find my way back to where I was, whatever I was seeing the other day. Let's see. They had, like, some kind of suggested ones that you could use. Rewards. Open reward campaigns. That is not what we want. We're not doing... I don't know what... I mean, I don't know if these are all drops or what, but they're games that we are not playing, so... No thank you. I don't know what I'm doing as a streamer. Old man. Default rewards. Give me more rewards. Yeah. I think so, Captain. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough because, like, I do want to have more stuff. I also want to have things to where YouTube can also trigger commands, because I have a few folks who always watch on YouTube. Yeah. I think when we're doing streams like this, I would like to have more redeem options. I think a lot of redeems are going to go off when I'm doing the podcast, though. I'm controlling that space, you know? I got to be the MC. And, yeah, that space is more of a controlled one for the mad scientist to operate. You better have dig. I don't know what that move is at the bottom. Anawo horu. Something hole? Dig a hole? I don't know. Anal hole? Anaru. Anawo horu. It's not. Maybe I should, yeah, it's iHeartRadio. All right. I want kind of a similar team as to what I just had. I was kind of liking that, so. Although, let's see if we have I didn't get a chance to... No Charizard listed in this one, eh? I'm gonna try... Let's see, what does Flareon got? One fire move. Same one as this. What are these other moves? Kagebunshin. Toshin. I don't know what these moves are. No, no, no. Atai. I don't know. Yeah. Hear about that crowd strike thing? Yes, I did. I woke up to, well, I woke up, I went for a run, and I came back, and my partner played this video that was already like 6 hours old or something, and it was, yeah, it was like a news outlet doing 6 a.m. news or something on the East Coast, and explaining the big outage and how it had, you know, it had been a rolling outage throughout the world. You know, Y2K, 24 years late. What can you do, man? Kind of crazy, right? We had Machamp, who I think had some pretty good moves last time, but wasn't my all-time fave. We're gonna put a, I think we're gonna put a Pikachu up in here, and I'm gonna do I don't know. Maybe that Jolteon's better, but what moves you got? Denkishoku. Shock. Oh, something shock. Denki shock. Thundershock. What? Yeah, were you, couldn't get started on time? Or, yeah, I was hearing about, so many outages and stuff. Really crazy. Kind of shows you just how vulnerable everything is. What was it? Was a Windows update. Is that right? Is it? Is my understanding correct? Ba 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 bum ba 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 bum bum. Who do I want in my party? Come join my party. Ba, 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 ba. I don't know if I should go Flareon or maybe I should go. Fuck, dude. Damn it, didn't mean to back all the way out. I'm going with this fella. Alright, I'm gonna get through this. Boom. Hi. Hi. And we want Pikachu. Hi. We got a fire. Okay. Now, I was thinking we could use... Did we use Gengar last time? I think they had a move that was good, but I don't remember. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't think about Y2K that often, but today it was on the mind. Man, I definitely, you know, like, I mean, I was in like middle school at the time, and I do remember, you know, like I'm growing up highly religious, and you're hearing that like, oh, it could be the end of times from some people, not really a church, but just like around, you know. And I remember kind of thinking like, dang, man, maybe it is the end of the world. Maybe Jesus is coming back on Y2K. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep my options open. And yeah, you know, I think the most eventful thing that happened for us on Y2K was like, I remember my sister at that point was like old enough to get like a tiny little bit of champagne or something, you know, like the parents are, you know, they'll sneak her the like tiny little flute of champagne. "32 bits won't be enough to represent the current date." That's interesting, Fireball. Yeah. I'll have to look into that. I mean, it tracks, but I just hadn't heard that was going to be a problem. That's interesting. Yeah. I bet, Captain Nemo. Yeah, dude. That's not the kind of update you want. Hey, Varian, welcome. Yeah, I played this one for my first time yesterday. And this game never came out in Japan, this version of Pokemon Stadium. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of crazy because our numbers are different, you know. Japan had 3 Pokemon Stadium games. We only got the last 2 of those in the West. So, this one, I never played until just the other day. Well, we could use a water Pokemon, I suppose. I had Vaporeon, but I don't think I really, yeah, I don't think I was loving them. I might try this Lapras. And then, I'm gonna go with, I think Machamp helped us. I'm a little wary, but... Welcome, Crudofar. Good to see you. Is Gengar derivative from Gangrene? That's a good question. Oh, I should have looked to see if that was its like what its Japanese pronunciation is. Like if it, I wonder if I think it might be written Gengar. Hey, Crudo. Variant said, I'm from Southeast Asia, so I got neither versions. Ah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it's always interesting, you know, because I obviously my perspective on games was growing up in the U.S. as a kid, and you know, but in the last few years, I've tried to learn more about a lot of gamers outside of Japan and outside of, you know, North America and Europe, and it's been interesting to learn a little bit more about, like, you know, some of the places like Brazil and stuff where, you know, there was a really big, you know, Nintendo didn't have an official presence, so there was like a really big pirating scene, and sometimes other systems would be popular there versus in the West. You know, so yeah, it's just trying to learn more about that, you know, the gamer struggles around the world. All right, who do they got? Let's see. They've got a couple bug Pokemon. Well, I'm gonna bring in Flareon, I think, just because Flareon would be good against a few, or not Flareon, but shoot, Doggy, the big Doggy. I've got streamer brain, and I don't know my 150 Poke Rap right now. Damn it. In my head, it's using Roar. I know this Pokemon. Arcanine, thank you. Arcanine. All right, Arcanine was our first. Yeah, that's the one, yep. We're gonna go the big dog, you know. I guess not even the biggest fire dog in my heart, of course, is the legendary from Gen 2, but okay, where was I? I think this will be solid. Let's see if this works for us. Let's try to win this tournament. Now that I'm in, hopefully the battles can go a bit faster. Thanks for hanging, guys. I thought after this, at some point, we'd switch over to Diddy Kong Country. That's a little less of a priority for me, but I think we'll get some in. It just might be, the ratios might not be 50-50, you know? But yeah, I want to play some Diddy Kong Racing. We're trying to 100% this game, and there's a mirror mode I didn't know about until we got to that point, and you can go through the entire game again, pretty much. So that's what we're doing. What move did I select? I have no idea what move I picked. Mean look. Didn't mean to press a button. The year 2038 problem, if you want to learn more about it. Yes, I do. Thank you. $2038, huh? Yeah. Wow. It's just crazy how much we have built everything around having constant access to, you know, constant quick access to the net. The internet. I just think, you know, when something like what happens today, I don't know, it should be, I don't know. To an extent, you hope that they would kind of put into perspective, like, how fragile things are, and also maybe learn to have, like, other ways of knowing your way around your immediate vicinity, or, you know, getting through a transaction, having a little cash, or, you know, other things to not always have to. Whoops. Well, we're gonna see what this move is. Is that like evasion? Our evasion went up, maybe? What the hell is happening here? Oh, Ditto just, of course, Ditto did what a Ditto does. and turned into a bright red fire dog. Me too, Fireball. It feels like we're watching the anime or something. Well, damn. Don't turn into a fire dog. These are our Pokemon here. I didn't bring, well, I didn't think to bring, what's his name in? I was about to say Dig Dug. Doug Trio. Fu then. I think... Okay, that's not who I meant. I need to learn these folks' names. We'll start taking some notes. I love the animations too. Not bad. This is probably not good here, but I'm going to go ahead and try to switch the Pokemon I was trying to get to. Alright, here we go. Oh, I should, Varian. I just... Yeah, I can't... I use my phone. I use my phone for the soundboard, though. That's a good idea. Honestly, I should do that. I am Fireball. I don't know, I use Tackle. Tackle usually seems like a really big move, right? I watch football and a tackle hurts. Take that. Well, yeah, that's great, Fireball. I think that there's quite a few people like that, which it's interesting because Nintendo on the back of those boxes mentioned that like reading skills are necessary to get the most out of the game, you know, to make progress and stuff. And I could see those games also being a great way to learn a language too, you know. Yeah, but I bet they're not the only person to make it through without without knowing the language, you know. It's fascinating to me that a lot of people do play Japanese RPGs without an understanding the language, really. Because I do feel like I would miss out without the storyline, but I also get it, you know, and I do love playing games. I love to try games in their original language, you know, but I think I would just miss out on, even though I could go and like I know a little hiragana and katakana, and I could go and I could translate or look up names of moves. It's the story that I feel like I would miss, you know. Yeah, that helps, Varian. That's part of what I'm going on for the first time, you know, as I learn. That's cool, Fireball. Yeah. A nice long Pokemon adventure. Well, I'm sure Pokemon was part of that literacy. You know, part of that journey towards being literate. We're asleep. I started looking at a story for next Friday. We're going to do Parvination episode 4. I started looking at a story that it was kind of just an interesting lesson in, you know, kind of like when you're reading a story, verifying sources, looking into closer details, clicking links if they're there, trying to go to the original reporting and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting survey about some kind of gaming habits and purchasing habits as well in regards to free games. So yeah, we're gonna I got most of that story done today, but I'm gonna slot it into a Friday show next week and put it in episode 4, and we'll take our time with it, and just talk a little bit about advertising in games and free-to-play games. Should be fun. There you go. All right. That's 2 down, right? Oh, they're all down. Very cool. 3 down. I love the ricochets too, man. Do they line these Pokemon up against the wall if they lose? Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, your team. You just hear those ricochet. It's very. I don't know, man. It's a very intense sound effect to use there because it implies a bullet bouncing off a wall, or off the ground. So yeah, I guess our team gets the axe. All right. Or the losers team. Okay, what do they got? A couple fires, a few normal, 4 normal Pokemon. Seems a bit excessive there. And 2 fires. Okay, well. All right. One of the things I mentioned on Wednesday that I'd forgotten that these games do is they'll allow you to hide your moveset from your opponent. So right now, it's Tatakau is attack. You're going to see this in a ton of like RPGs and even other games too. But B is Pokemon, and start is Nigeru. What is that word? Return? I don't know if I've seen that. Meaning to escape, to run away. Okay, run away. Funny. You probably, well, oh, that's probably, I've probably seen that one in RPGs too. That's why the word might be familiar. So we'll hit A, we'll attack. You have a model with L, Mororu. Is that back? Huh. Oh, mode. Modo. I don't know. Anyway, attack, and then if you hit R, it will bring up here, let's see, Kakunin. It will bring up your moves. You could hide these from your enemy if you knew, or, from your opponent if you knew the, what move was assigned to what C button. So. Psych-Kosen. Move looks awesome. Thanks for the GG. Sorry, I missed that earlier. Thank you. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? What you guys gonna be doing? We'll stream on Sunday. We'll do I think I'm gonna play Metroid again. I know I've been at that for a long time, but I'm really enjoying it, and first time through the original Metroid, and I'm starting to make progress again after being stalled for a couple streams. Starting to make prog. Flareon shaking their tail feathers. You know what, I certainly believe in the power of a game, or music, or video game music to heal the soul. And recently, I think something that's kind of been helping me put a little pep in my step is a band I listen to a little bit of. I know some of you guys are big into a lot of like city pop and like, you know, Japanese jazz from like the 70s, 80s, 90s. And so you probably know this band, and they're a very, if I had to describe it in terms of like video game music, I would say they're very Gran Turismo. They're very much like Gran Turismo. You're selecting a car, you know, and you're playing Gran Turismo on the PlayStation or PS2. You know, we're going old school with it. But yeah, Cassiopeia. I've heard both enunciations. But yeah, it's fun. It's they're kind of like jazz fusion. But everybody in the band's pretty good. They're all some MFers, good at their instruments, and it's almost all instrumental. And there's a few live concerts too that are on YouTube that are really fun. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, just generally kind of cheery. I was going on my jog today, and I was like, the jog was kind of tough at a couple points, but you know, I've got this music playing, and it's kind of pumping me up a bit, feeling good. There's a little pep in the step. Put a little juice in the tank, you know, when I was running on E. Battle 2 is pretty much done, huh? There we go. Bye-bye. Nice scream there. All right, second badge down. Okay, Battle 3. Battle Sun. Torena versus, and I missed our guy. I missed our opponent. It goes kind of quick. We made it to against. We made it up to the point against a trainer that they gave the nickname of Mini Skirt to last time, and she whipped our ass. Absolutely. I think it was modeled after the picnicker, is known as in English versions. That's the trainer type, I believe. Okay, so a couple of rock or ground Pokemon here. One flying, and let's see, a water. Okay. One fighting Pokemon. I don't think I'm going to worry so much about Fearow being flying Pokemon. I don't know. Don't want to get caught out, though. Let's see. Maybe... see what we can do. Lapras. Okay. It's probably in our favor. Let's see. What is your move? Oh, you got 2 water moves? Or no, one is ice, I think. That top one looks like a darker shade of blue, doesn't it? Mizu. Mizu. And that's one typing. Normal is the one on the side there. What's up, Global? Welcome. Lapras is a very regal Pokemon, and isn't it Lorelei that's like that's Lorelei's ace? I always thought that was a cool combo, you know. Good pairing. Lapras. Poter. So you know, Lapras is named Lapras in Japanese. Lapras. The Aerodactyl is named Potera. Potera Tsucha? I mean, I know like they're going for like a Taro or a Terra, but yeah, I'm kind of I don't know what's going on at the end there, if that's a I'm no expert. A reaction stream to someone who gave her opinions on every generation of Pokemon games. Oh, interesting. So they're, like, how detailed was this reaction, you know? Did they kind of go above and beyond? What did we do? Did we not use a move just now? I thought I'd selected a move. I did. What was the move I used? It wasn't the kind of water move I was looking for. Don't do that. Oh, maybe it missed because they flew. Is that what happened? I was looking away. That's interesting. Pokemon, there is so much Pokemon content available. Like when I got on a Pokemon kick, well, 2 of them now since I started streaming, but it coincided with me playing Pokemon Yellow 251, Pokemon Yellow 151, and then yeah, Pokemon Crystal 251, and you know, so I got on a Gen 1 kick and then a Gen 1 kick, a Gen 1 and then a Gen 2 kick, and then but it just had me die. You know, once I started down that wormhole, down that rabbit hole, I just started getting all kinds of, so many different retrospectives, and you know, a whole lot of like just contents of all kinds for Pokemon. Yeah, a lot of retrospective stuff, since that's what I was looking for on my own, you know. And but also got introduced to like Picaspri, and they've been interesting. They do some interesting an interesting series of videos called Soft Lock Picking, where they basically give a they give a scenario where you can take a Pokemon game and, you know, if you were to borrow a friend's, he always mentions this at the beginning, but like if you were to borrow a friend's game pack, take it and then put it into a state, render it into a state in which you've given away all their Pokemon, you've set them up with Pokemon, but they cannot get out of that situation. You know, they're stuck in some kind of situation they cannot advance. And sometimes he'll give the, you know, like, why it didn't go a different way. You know, he'll kind of explain, like, you know, why certain answers for how to get out of it don't actually work. You know, it's fun. I'm very knowledgeable about these games. And, yeah, I'll put that name in the chat. That's a fun, they do a lot of Pokemon content. I don't know if I should say PokeTuber, but... Yeah, it's a fun one, Fireball, yeah. I think we'll pull Pikachu out for this one. Go Pikachu. Look at him doing little flips. It's ready to go. What are these moves, Pikachu? Tinmon Bolt. 10,000 bolt. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. After complaining about some aspects she didn't like about the game, and then I have to defeat the red Gyarados to advance the plot. Yeah, it's, you know, it is funny, man, because like, you know, with there being so much content, every take is out there, and everything just, these games get analyzed to such to the nth degree, you know, and then because of that, you can have such a wide range of takes. You also have a constant kind of sort of, there's always a few narratives that are always being like countered, and then there's the counter to that, and then, you know, these, if you are interested in a franchise or a game, even just a single game, whatever, and you sort of watch you kind of just keep an ear out for long enough, and over the course of it doesn't even always, obviously opinions can change very quickly. It doesn't take years, but if you're with the franchise for a while, it is really funny to hear like popular opinion change on things. And then, like I said, there can be multiple opinions about things that can all be sort of opposed to each other, but then they're all, at any given time, they're all being countered, you know? And you'll start to see stuff get disseminated out via like Reddit or something, where it's clear someone has sat and watched a retrospective, or just, you know, another YouTube, you know, media, they're the big, you know, video game media content creator, and you'll see some of those opinions start to get like, you know, they'll start to pop up elsewhere, and, you know, it's some big streamer or YouTuber moves the dial in popular opinion on something. It's my point was that it's just fun to watch the whole thing, you know, change and evolve, and like, since I'm mostly thinking in terms of retro stuff, you know, sometimes it could be like, if you're looking for an easy example, it can be really fun to like watch, you know, in some early AVGN or something, and you know, I think he'll bash some games that I think have since, like, popular opinion has since like turned around on it, and vice versa, you know. I think that you know, it is interesting to think of opinions about something like Zelda 2 for the NES, and how, like, even as little kids, we knew, like, something is weird about this game. This is definitely very, very different from what we got in this last game. But it was still fun. But then a few years later, it did start to get that, like, you know, it was super popular when it was out, you know, and during the NES was very, very popular. But it started to get that reputation of being the, not just the, like, odd game out in terms of it being a different genre of game, but yeah, it really just, a lot of people were really, really shitting on it for a very long time, you know, and yeah. There was a lot of talk about it being, like, too hard, to the point where people made it sound impossible, and these narratives kind of just took on a momentum of their own, as these things tend to do. Who did we bring in? This one's got pretty good, it has a pretty good spread, you know. They've got ice, they've got fighting. Yeah, pretty good spread. I do see a couple of water, so I'm gonna get Pikachu in there. I think I will throw, there's a normal, one fighting. That Machamp could be pretty tough. I'm gonna try this team. We'll see it when we get in. See how it goes. Smash Melee 2.5 out of 10. Oh, that's interesting. This was an of the time review, Fireball. Like you know, a contemporary review. Let's see. This is Dig, right? I think that we're also in a time when I think people's ability to review things in general is just like it's I don't know. It's like at an all-time bad, like unimpressive and like just hack way. Just the way that people talk about movies these days and will critique, you know, they'll take a movie and just, you know, because of social media and because, you know, negative views just really get blown up, right? And there will always be something bad you can say about anything, you know, but I just think that when it comes to movies, there's just been this change in the last several years, and I think some of it has to do with a handful of channels on YouTube that got really into like critiquing movies and trying to do this like general, also this like kind of cultural critique as well. And they're talking about you know, and it's just interesting because I think some of the stuff that I hear people talk about, like with like, you know, take a franchise like Star Wars or something, and you know, some takes can be really well thought out and like but then there's other stuff where people get so hung up on like aspects of the script and this, like, well, why would they do that? Well, why would they do this? Well, why would they do that? And then at a certain point you just have to say, like, it made me think about, like, if we did that, if to that great of an extent with, like, I don't know, reading I don't know, you know, reading Oedipus Rex or something, you know, and it's like, well, he had the prophecy, like, wouldn't he just try to make sure that he wasn't, you know, gonna actually fulfill the prophecy and you know, it's like, no, at a certain point, that's the fucking story. I don't know what to tell you, man. And like, you can like or not like a story, but there are aspects of like individual things in the story that I just, you know, you know, like I don't know, man. There's just, at a certain point, it's just like some of the things that I hear people complain about are so like, it's an in-universe thing that they're going for, but it's totally disregarding the fact that a lot of these stories, they are going to tell some kind of human conceit. There's some, you know what I mean? Like, someone fucks up in a story. Someone makes the wrong decision at a certain point in a story. Someone goes into a building they shouldn't do, or they shouldn't go into. Someone goes on a date with a coworker that they know they shouldn't, and that's part of the story, you know. Like, at a certain point, you just have like a level of certain, I don't know, man. It just, I'm trying to think of specific examples, but I don't want to just go on a Star Wars rant here. But I should get that trio out of here. But I don't know, man. I think there's a couple of the popular, like, TV and media, very much in games too, but some of the critiques, they just come at things from such a weird angle sometimes, and it's And you realize that it is more about clicks, or it is more about like outrage often, and you know. It's not. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm struggling to give specific examples, and I don't want to just get it going with Star Wars, but yeah, it's, I don't know, man. It's like a very dumb way of doing criticism. Like, I don't know how to, yeah, I don't know how to tell you that. I don't know how to make a person understand that, like, Star Wars is a, the main movies themselves are a space opera. It is a pop, like a pop, not even sci-fi. It's like a space opera. And one that's built for the masses, you know? You don't expect a certain level of sophistication and, like, you know, the script just being absolutely airtight, you know? It's... And a lot of the criticisms you can make about any new-ish Star Wars stuff, you could go and just tear the old scripts a new one as well, but we don't do that because we like those movies and we have nostalgic feelings attached to them, you know. Criticism can be good and it can be bad. I just feel like ranting, I guess, but yeah. I think another one is that I see in video game social media is just like a lot of talk about objectivity when we're talking about things that are inherently subjective. Taste, liking a game, one game more than another, and it's like, you know, no, you're wrong. Here's the reason. Here's the reasons why Majora's Mask is objectively better than Ocarina of Time. All right, what we got here? We got a good spread. Couple of electric Pokemon. Couple rock and a Cloyster's water, right? Is it flying too? I don't know. I remember them bringing that. I think if we fought this one, we did fight a Cloyster Wednesday, and it was a bit of trouble, but might bring this Machamp back in. And my Doug trio. My Dig trio. Machamp would be good against the rock. Man, I'm gonna bring Lapras in, I think. I gotta get a break in a bit. Been going at it for almost a couple hours. I like this color scheme on the Magneton here. Very cool, little purple and green poles on it. Good stuff. Tommy Tallarico is the one who he did some of the songs on. Right, he's isn't yeah. I'm pretty sure I remember. He's done like a lot of video game music and stuff, including I guess some did some of the songs on the Sega CD, I believe it was, Terminator game. Funny, because I did a segment on that game. We were celebrating its anniversary, and I was trading on some bad info that told me he had done like most of the songs on that soundtrack, when it turns out I was seeing some interviews with some other people who were like pissed that he had I think he had like a lot of credit, and you know, I think that's what I'm thinking of now. Fireball, yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that, but I had a friend give me the rundown. That's what I'm thinking of. Thank you. Yeah, I was an H-Bomber guy. Interesting character. So you don't get a chance to change out to a different Pokemon. You know, you're kind of using the term or what they call that set of rules. Just set, I think. That set of rules. I think it's just called set in the Game Boy games and beyond. The Pokemon games. He didn't like Melee, huh? Yeah, well, damn. Might have been having a bad day. I think a 2 out of 10, a 2.5 out of 10. I'm trying to think of a way to justify that, and I just... If I had to go hard on Melee, I would say I don't love the one-player mode. They gave a name to it, right? Was that the one where it had... Well, I mean, I know they've had like a name for the mission, but was that the one that's like hyperspace or something? Or trying to think of the name of it. It's been a long time since I played Melee. Yeah. Doug Trio. Subspace Emissary was in Brawl. Okay, I think that's what that was the title I was thinking of. Thank you. Hyperspace. Not hyper, but sub. Thank you guys for hanging. Happy Friday. This is cool. I'm hoping we can get the dub and win this tournament, but it is going to get harder after this. Let's just dig again. At some point, we'll switch over to some Diddy Kong racing. I'm working on a file for that where we're we've already gone through the whole game, but I didn't realize that there was a mirror mode. So you get to go through the whole game again. Mirrored. And yeah. We're working on World 2 of 4 for that. So we're making good progress, but we're just going to keep chipping away at that every now and then. Doug Trio with the sweep. Okay, I'm a member of the Doug Trio fan club. I didn't know how amazing that Pokemon was until this last time we played through Pokemon Yellow a year or so ago. And, man, Gen 1. Gen 2, he's stout too, Doug Trio is. But yeah, Gen 1. Yeah. Doug Trio got a new fan in me. Gengar. I think Chansey is just a normal Pokemon at this point. There's no fairy. Okay, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw Doug Trio in as kind of the third option, really. But Lapras could be a problem. I was thinking, I would go probably Alakazam and Machamp. I think we could get that Lapras out of the picture. Yeah, they're very powerful, Fireball, yeah. Oh, I like this alternate color scheme here. The instruction booklet said that your nickname for the Pokemon would change their color scheme. They were kind of they were a little mum on the details, but yeah. Hey Sid, welcome. Good to see you. Happy Friday. What's up? You missed it. I already went on my Star Wars rant. No. Hey, good to see you. Hope you're good. Dig is pretty powerful. I would often use an Alakazam Fireball. That was like one of the Pokemon I just couldn't break away from, you know. Every playthrough I'd find myself using it. Darn, maybe I should have thought about switching out because Doug Trio's about to eat dirt. I might need to just sacrifice them now because they've got pretty low HP. Oh, cool, Sid. No, so you were ready for a rant then. Well, I'm curious. Can you give your no spoiler review? I haven't watched the first episode, but we're gonna get around to it at some point. Yeah. Oh, the little baby falls out of Kangaskhan's pouch. It's cute. Sorry, Doug Trio. I love the yellow tongue. Kangaskhan looking fierce, too. Little baby bouncing around. Ready to kick some ass. What is Kangaskhan like? They're normal, right? They have a fighting type as well? I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna start Acolyte soon, I think. I just, you know, put some time in between, series. It looks interesting to me, and it was very difficult to avoid spoilers because, you know, I get hit with it on Google News and elsewhere. Oh, that's just sad. The little baby falls out of its pouch at the end. The little baby. The Joey. I was thinking we were going to run into this guy at some point. At least we have a kind of a favorable setup, I guess. Ghost is not... I don't think Ghost is actually effective against Psychic at this point. It's funny to see the lines for his teeth on the sides there kind of going down. Trippy animation. Kept going for a while too. Gengar's out, flapping his little arms. Enjoyed the character performances and production. Wish they fleshed some characters out a bit more and focus more on the Sith backstory. Yeah, it was. You know, when I found out that it took place pretty close to the timeline, or you know, not that long before the timeline of the Skywalker saga, I thought that was interesting, and it made me wonder right away. You know, what are they going to show in terms of a setup for the Skywalker saga, you know, because they could have just gone so much earlier, you know, in the High Republic. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to... Oops, what am I doing? Some psych on psych action. Shh. It's enough. Working on the soundboard. I lost a folder of sounds, unfortunately. But working on the soundboard, and I got a little time in on it this week, so that was nice. Kakuto. What is this bottom move? Well, thanks, Sid. Yeah. Appreciate the feedback. I'd like to get around to it at some point, I think. I found a Star Wars subreddit, Sid. I think it's... Well, it's like I followed it once and I don't really look at the name that often. I haven't spent a whole lot of time on Reddit, but I think it's just Star Wars Cantina, I think is the name of it. But it's like I think its mission is sort of a... oh, shit. We might have come to our end right here. I forgot who my last Pokemon was. That's gonna hurt. Whatever it is. Shit. Well, well, well. Watch. That's it. We lost. Line them up. All the fainted Pokemon get shot at the end. It's quite sad. And we're kicked out of the stadium. We made it further on Wednesday. Well done. What's a good setup for these, man? It helps if I, you know, I'm not always picking the moves I need to be picking. Well, shit. I wonder how much the CPU varies their teams based on what you have. Be kind of curious to know, yeah, well, what's the AI doing, you know? Yeah, right, there's a subreddit, Star Wars Cantina, that's, I think it's like it's supposed to be kind of like a mostly... I think it's like mostly positive, like criticism is allowed, but it's, like I think they're specifically trying to make a space where people just tone the like really angry rhetoric down and like stop focusing always on like not contributing anything to a conversation, but just saying like Disney, you know, or calling everything woke all the time, you know, and just getting really hung up on that stuff. And it just like stifles every discussion. And also, some of that shit is just coming from people who clearly don't like watch or read the material, you know, and it just does nothing to contribute to anything. And it's just like kind of more social media negativity. And I guess they're trying to set up a little echo chamber. But I don't know. It seems other than the fact that I haven't been able to read anything on it lately because it's all spoilers. It seems like a pretty interesting place. And they, like I said, they do criticize stuff. They just, I don't know, the vitriol that gets spewed sometimes, like some message boards, is like, it just makes it a very unpleasant place to be, you know. Everybody's miserable. But, all right, guys. Yeah. Sid's, hey. Well, you know, it's like, I think it's funny because, like, I think a lot of that commentary misses the mark. I mean, you know, this is not a Star Wars show, I guess, but talk about it enough to make it one. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the commentary that I see misses the mark because I think that sometimes people get hung up on. They stop talking about like shows, characters, ideas, and it becomes this like, you know, weird cultural, you know, like critique thing that it's just like, dude, what are we doing here? Like, it's, I don't know, man. This is again, this is a space opera, and you know, like, like I've had to learn to do with a lot of modern games because I love retro stuff and I still play modern games, but to a point, there's a level of acceptance that I'm not gonna like most of what's coming out, but I can carve a future for myself, carve a path forward into the video games, the franchises, and the stuff that makes me happy and that I like, despite the fact that potentially most of the game's output I might not love or I might not be hugely into. Like there's a path forward finding what I like, and I'm not, life is way too short to spend too much time focusing on the shit that doesn't make me happy, you know? Like especially when it's comes down to a matter of, like, you know, video game, movie, TV taste, you know.
The Parvinator.
You only got so many years on this earth, you know what I mean? I don't want to spend all that shit dwelling on some negativity about stuff I don't like, you know? Yeah. But now, if you have a bad take about retro games, we're gonna bring you to task. We hold gamers responsible around here, but we also like it free and loose. Or no authority. It's just the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge, man. I'm just chilling. I know, right? I got enough going on, Sid. I'm stirring up enough shit. All right, guys. Hey, we'll be back. We're going to continue playing Pokemon. I think I'll give one more shot to Pokemon Stadium, and then we'll switch over. We'll play some Diddy Kong Racing. This is a game we're picking up on where we left off. We went through the whole game, but I didn't know that there was a mirror mode. And now we're going through the whole game a second time. And I'm just throwing this one at the end of some streams every now and then to, you know, work towards 100%, chip away at it. So, all right, I need to take a little break because I've been at it for a little over 2 hours. So if you would, guys, just give me a few minutes. You guys take a nice break too. And yeah, we'll pick up where we left off with some Pokemon Stadium. We'll try that tournament one more time. All right, guys, BRB. See you soon.
Yes. 帰り。ついにやったな。また会おう。 帰り。よし。
The Parvinator.
Hey, yo, thanks for the nice long break. Sorry to interrupt the Pokemon Snap. Been trying to get some more footage, you know. I got that one just the other day. I was like, yeah, let me just... I remember that the last level of Pokemon Snap was pretty... Well, I mean, maybe duration-wise, it's about as long as the others, but once you do it, you get to watch the credits roll. So I was like, let me just record that. That's easy. I just had to set it up and then boom. So yeah, been trying to record some game footage, some like intros and stuff. I don't know, just to have something else for the BRB, but yeah. It's cool. I want some more stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working it. Gonna keep working it in. Shit, I forgot one of my drinks. I'm sorry guys, if you'll give me just 30 seconds, I'll be right back. Hey, don't mind me, you know? Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. I forgot something very important. Caffeine. I'm digging into the caffeine. I'm gonna let the caffeine work on me, let it move through me tonight. All right, how about we try this one more time? Let's get through a tournament. I want to see if we can make the credits run. We'll do the 1 to 30. Although I wonder if the tournament is only 50 to 55. No, it did. So it said you win one set of tournaments. That's right. If you win one, you get to watch the credits roll. If you win them both, you get the Dodrio, I think it mentioned. Or yeah. We saw this earlier. Hold on one second. Let me look it up. Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like two tournaments based upon Pokemon. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we read all that. Where is our Dodrio? Okay, when both tournaments are cleared, the Dodrio Game Boy is obtained, allowing the games to be played with frame skip at triple speed. That's it. Okay, so you beat one, the player obtains a Doduo Game Boy upgrade. It's just too bad we don't have a Japanese Pokemon Gen 1 cartridge. That's the only, I feel like we're really missing out without the transfer pack. Alright, tournament. So we've tried this Monster Ball Cup. There's a Pokemon Ball here, which I'm like, I don't understand why it's here. Why is the, you know, like, I don't think we finished this one. I don't think we beat it, but it makes me wonder if that's from a previous save, because I didn't go in and try to delete any data. And I don't know if anything saves to the cartridge, since so much of this is, you know, transfer pack based. I'm guessing it saves the cartridge. What, like... Something saves, because you can even take Pokemon off of the carts, bring them here, and just, yeah, have them here. outside of any other games. All right. All right. No, we don't want to do free battle. We're going to go to tournament, 1 to 30, tournament, and I don't know. I'm going to keep trying that first cup just because I don't know. I'm hoping it's the easiest. And maybe third time's a charm. If you got any suggestions too, you know, for sure. Down to think about stuff, and I'm down to think about your suggestions. I'll consider them. Fireball said, listening to Pokemon Snap results at the end of a run was super nostalgic. I love that song. Yeah, I had a really good time. That was one of the games we did for this series. It's in the box right now, but yeah, had a good time with Snap. Wait, maybe I just played it the other day. Is this it? No, that's Kirby 64. We ended up getting all the Pokemon in Snap, which, you know, like, is a bit tricky, and I did have to have... I think I ended up looking up 1 or 2 things, or having someone give me a little hint, but that was fun. Okay, Doug Trio, I think, has earned their way onto our team. I don't know where I went wrong, truly, with that last one, other than leaving the wrong Pokemon out for too long. I mean, maybe that was the big mistake. I should have stopped and done the... Yeah, I didn't stop and look at our how our game plan failed. Oh yeah, yeah. Those are some fun sound effects. It's a good soundtrack, Pokemon Snap. I'm curious as to when that released. What year was Pokemon Snap? 99 in North America. I don't know. Okay, so I thought Doug Trio was good last time. They were great. Pikachu was decent. I wonder if there's a better Pokemon. We were pretty much only using that top move there. Timon, what is their... Jolteon does not have that move. They have a different move. Something that ends with shock. But Denki Shock. Guess I could look these things up, but I'm you know, I'm stubborn like that. Couple bug Pokemon. Starmie. All right, I'm going... First released in Japan in March 99, later released in July 99 in North America. Interesting. Yeah, quick turnaround, too. It is... That would be an easy translation. That game. Wouldn't take too long. I'd love to see... I should look up a region break on that sometime. Because I only, well, until I got that EverDrive, I only had, I keep forgetting about that because, you know, I had these like 19 Japanese carts and then a couple others on top. But yeah, this original order from eBay, that was most of my Nintendo 64 games, and since I started recollecting them, and yeah. Now I have an EverDrive that opens up the possibilities to all my favorite, you know, video game, my own backups, you know, backups of my games. And All right. There's a game going on too. Thank you, Fireball. Yeah, I know. There's definitely a recency bias with a lot of games. It makes it very difficult, especially if there's a similar title or. It's hard to find info sometimes about the OG games. Lapras, I thought. How did Lapras do? Did you pull your weight, Lapras? You have like one ice move. I don't know what it is, and you have a water move. Gyarados has Rio no Rikari. That's their water move. No, what's that sort of greenish move there? What is that? Is that? The top move. I was talking about left C. The top C is Naminori. I can read them, but I don't know what these words mean. It's sad. I know. I find things a lot harder to search now, honestly, and yeah, it is really frustrating. What was it I was looking for the other day? I was trying to find on YouTube. I was trying to find a Final Fantasy sleep theme, and it was just to finish a joke that I had with my partner. That was like she was gonna. She had woken up for a bit, and like I was about to head out for a run. She's saying goodbye, you know, and I was asking if she was going to go back to sleep, and then I just thought, oh, I've done this before. Let me look up FF7. Let me look up FF7 sleep. FF7 sleep theme. I think I looked 9 up first because that's one she and I played, and then I looked up 6, and then I looked every time I was getting like chill or playlist to sleep to, like that kind of stuff. And it was like I tried different variations on it, and it's just that I know I've been able to use these search terms before and get what it is I'm looking for, which is a like 5 to 10 minute or a 5 to 10 second chime that's a cute little, you know, sounds like it's played on a music box, you know, like sleep chime, and then bam, your character wakes up and, you know, they go on about their business. That's it. And I've done this search before, and it was so frustrating. I did eventually find it for one game for 7, but like, yeah. And I don't know if that's just because so many things get nuked, or, you know, it's got to be, I mean, the algorithm trying to like guess I'm not looking for like wind down, relaxation stuff. Also, holy shit, who knew that there could be like so many very long videos or playlists of like relaxing Final Fantasy music? I knew Uematsu was a master, but there's a lot of results. There's a whole lot of results, not what I was looking for. Yeah. I think it is worse, yeah. Yeah, dire is a good word, Nick. Yeah, and I think it is measurably worse, Fireball. I know, yeah, it's frustrating. I've tried to find a lot of game info about retro games like midstream, and it can be very difficult sometimes, like especially if you have your attention span is already decimated if you're me, and then you're looking for this info, and you've got the SEO fighting you every step of the way, you know. yeah, Nick, where's the, you know, like, I don't know, man, it's It honestly, it just sucks because like this isn't even a like get off my lawn thing to just say that we have watched the degradation of like the internet experience, and there's so much more that's available at this point in terms of, you know, like You know, I mean, obviously in terms of like every interest, every, you know, it's so much bigger, just obviously in every way. But damn, dude, it's like, I really feel like it's like just to watch how it's just gone down the tubes. the series of tubes that it's gone down. Frustrating, man. All right, let's get a Pokemon team together here. Let's see. Come on, guys. After all that, if you haven't thrown your phone against the wall yet, let's let us continue. Yes, I do Fireball. Yeah, to take 1 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah. I learned that because my cousin is pretty into you know, a lot of Roman history and Roman like war history and stuff, and I got to learn about its role in the military there sometimes. How it, you know, like if a unit something happened within a unit at a certain point, lost something they should have won, morale issues, somebody does something, you know, like whatever, discipline problems, you know, commanders having a bad, or whoever's commanding them is having a bad day and wants to put it on the troops, you know. Yep, 1 out of 10 people is going down. Desi. Learn your root words, folks. Suffixes, prefixes, roots. Learn them, all right? It'll help you in life. Think the GBA will be worth anything in the future? I don't know. I'm kind of curious where it's at now, because I think the SP is pretty popular. And like, it seems like folks quite a bit younger than me know about the SP and like are into it. At the very least, I've seen it referenced a few times, and then my nephew was like really trying to get he was really trying to give me, or really trying to get it from me when they came to visit. And, you know, I got a soft heart. They're gamer kids, you know. It's cool to see them growing up and playing modern stuff, and then also being really into retro games. And I've been able to share that with them, and, you know, that's something we can connect on. So, yeah, but with that being said, we did have a spare 3DS because both me and my partner had one, and I gave that to him. But I was like this was like one of the like first waves of an early wave of the 3DS, and the original kind of size, you know. So I regretted that I do wish I had played more DS and 3DS, like, you know, I don't know. I need to pick a team and then do the talking. Let me see. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right. Honestly, I thought our team last time was pretty good. I'm not sold on Machamp. I do think that having Alakazam has been good overall. I think... Oh yeah, we had Fire. Did we ever use your Fire move? I feel like you... didn't see a lot of action. It's gonna do a water. We're going for like the same thing, basically. I had Lapras last time. What was their water move? Shiori Kiri? Babur. Wow, they gave Starmie just, I think, Bubble Beam. I think it's the same thing for Vaporeon. Yeah, Bubble. Bubble something. Is that the same? Yeah. Ba 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 ba. All right, we're doing the same team. Battle 1. Let's give it another shot. One more shot. Nick said they keep pushing totally irrelevant shorts while you get maybe 4 results that have something to do with your search. Yeah. Yeah, it's... And I have to be honest, like, I can scroll past and need to scroll past the AI stuff, that because if I use Google, there's everything they put for the top portion with that new AI add-on, it's like it has not been useful a single time. It has not been practical or anything, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... I could guarantee skip. My mind now treats it like the ad that it probably is, and just skips right over it. Alright, we got a bunch of bugs. That's right. Okay, we're gonna hit, this one should be pretty easy to squash. Let's see what we got. Actually, change out that last one. Let's see. Oh wait, no, we're good. Never mind. All right. Fireball said GBAs are going for about 100 to 150 on eBay right now. I think that price will only go only go upwards. Only go up. But also, it might take decades to reach something like 500. It's worth something, but it'll never be worth life-changing amounts of money. Yeah, I think, yeah, it is interesting. Like, it is fascinating to think, what is this move? 5 out of 5? Is this Fire Blast? Or, like, Flamethrower or something that could miss? Well, whatever it is, it did miss that time. Burn the tree down. The good thing is you replenish your MP after every battle, so... Let's just make sure we finish this thing. Ah, we're sleeping, huh? Darn it. Stay alive, doggy. Some of these sounds I gotta turn down for myself. Like, Vader, you're awesome. Love you, but still way too loud. I guess we missed with our move last time. Or no, we were asleep. Okay, focus, focus. Man, this is the Pokemon tournament, you know. Granted, we're in the we still have several rounds to go, but you gotta pay attention, man. Google with its shitty AI ideas. My take is that they're trying to move past the Google search results. Yeah, it's just strange because it all has just gotten worse. You know, it makes me, I don't know, makes me want to turn elsewhere. So much of browser, yeah, misses often, huh? So much of so much of that too comes down to like, people will just stay with the browser or operating system or whatever it is for so long because they've got you hooked in some ways. If you're using a Photos app, or maybe there's a specific feature or two that like keep you tied to like one operating system, or and I've thought about that too, because like I want to get away from using Google and just seeing other alternatives and stuff, and I don't know, just I'm in storage hell too, because my like the one Gmail account I use the most is full, because I used it for at various points for some work stuff, including like putting like presentations for an old job on there, like just because I needed it to pull it from a different computer or things like that, and it was just full of bullshit. And I went through and I deleted it, and I thought that I had turned off like automatic what's it called? Like, yeah, where it's just gonna like upload and sync or whatever. I thought I had turned that off, or got an update or something, and it turned that back on, and a bunch of stuff like synced up, and it just became very problematic, because then the everything filled up again like instantly. Yeah, there was some stuff on Drive. Yeah, there was some stuff on Drive. But most of it, actually most was Drive, yeah, versus Gmail. But yeah, I was surprised what was in Gmail too. Like a lot of email attachments from times past, having to use like my personal account to do work and stuff. But yeah, you're right. It was like, it was photos. It was photos slash. There was a lot of stuff on Drive too. I think photos might have been the biggest. I don't know. But with Drive, I was also posting a lot of like, those early edits. Anyway, it was a mess. It was all of the above. Gmail, I think, was the smallest out of those, but still big. I'm in storage hell. I also, I have a bunch of shit on this computer that I want to put onto a, I've got a little drive. I want to put it on, I want to put stuff onto it. This is what they put my like old computer's data on when they retrieved that, When my old laptop went kaput, they put it all on this. The issue is I can bring it onto my Mac, but I would have to format it. I would have to format it to, at this point, to write to it, So, like, the issue there is, I tried to bring what's left on this thing over onto this computer, and now that's full. I should have bought more, like, storage on this computer, but I told myself I'd be good with the external devices. Hey, you're doing a lot of video, you're doing a lot of editing, etc. You better be saving, Keep the thing you're working on right then on the computer. Anything else goes on the drive once it's done or whatever, And you're gonna have a backup too. Now I'm just in a situation where I just need to buy another drive, and that's the solution. I just need to throw down the money. But I'm being stubborn. I don't like spending money, This is not the team I want. I want to back up. Let me back up. Yeah, thank you. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, so a couple fire Pokemon. A few and several normal Pokemon. I remember this one being pretty sure we did pretty well on this one. Got some good counters there. Sorry to hear about your OneDrive situation, Nick. Yeah, and sorry I'm complaining about being in storage hell. But yeah, it's just at this point I need to spend the money and buy another drive, and then I'll be able to get it sorted out, you know? Just, I don't know, it's all new to me, like dealing with so many files, and files that are big too. And yeah, it just takes a certain kind of organizational discipline to make this a part of your living, or, you know, just a huge whatever. Like if you're doing a lot of projects and stuff, it's Swift, eh? Yeah, I should fireball. Yeah. The animations are really cool. Honestly, you know, for a game that came out in 1998, it's so sick. I think we used the ice move. I used top C, which I'm pretty sure is something ice. Is that going to be like tackle, or like the Lapras head move? What was that? Some ice move that didn't do any damage right away. Mizudepo. Mizudepo. Depo. Nah. That was the, wait, that's the Topsy one. That one did damage. The one we did just now was Shiori Kiri. But I need to pay attention to the text too, because, you know, so it'll tell you like if a move missed. But it is kind of fast. It's my Japanese is worse than that of like the youngest kid that's playing this game there, you know. All right. Come on, man. We gotta knock this thing out. Lapras, if you can't, look, if you can't do this, Lapras, I think, honestly, I'm having some regrets, because this should be right up your alley. Yeah, that attack doesn't exactly look like the most powerful one. Even just the animation, you know? I don't think it lets me pick. Have I been skipping over the... No, I'm pretty sure it's a set. These other two moves are normal. No Shikakari. Utau. Substitute. I'm gonna kill your substitute. Crazy that I want to understand a little bit more about how Iwata like programmed this. He didn't have the specs from Pokemon Gen 1. Apparently some of the original documents weren't around anymore for him to program the you know, the whole battle programming. And he redid it in less than a week by scratch. And I've read that some of the, maybe not in this one, this first Japanese Pokemon Stadium game, but I think at some point I had read that some of the, you know, some of those like really bad battle mechanic you know, bugs, or they just misprogrammed something, or, you know, some of those were even corrected. Legendary. Come on. Come on. I'm just sticking with Lapras mostly because they were in, but yeah. Somebody else can take out this Dorora. I think that's what I'm saying. Dorora. Alright, let's move in Alakazam. Got this volume turned up kind of high because of a fan. Pretty soon I hope I can turn this thing off, man, but it was hot today. It got up to the high 80s. And I don't have central AC, so, you know, I get a... Yeah, and it's at its worst. You know, of course, it's like the hottest point in the day whenever I'm like trying to start a stream. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I just, you know, yeah. I think if you can find other sources, it's best to try. And I feel like there's so much, it's really funny because I only encountered the term like machine hallucination somewhat recently, and it was from the funniest source. Like, it was some ad on NPR about like from some like AI service, and we were on a road trip or something. I was just our car's old, so our music situation is kind of limited sometimes, and if we forget a certain chord or whatever, we're out of luck, you know. So like I'm moving around on channels, and yeah, it was they mentioned something about their service, you know, offering some kind of like hallucination free, you know, hallucination free AI service of some kind. Yeah. AI hallucination. You know, just and I think when I looked it up, I could be wrong, but I want to say when I looked it up, it was, yeah, it's like, you know, just, you know, sometimes it just spits out some total garbo, you know, it does not answer the question properly, or it, you know, It's interesting, man. People really get swept up in the, people are so easily swept up in the marketing of it all, too. And they, you know, every next new thing, you know, like snags them, and then you can look back on it and be like, oh yeah, that was like, or the technology wasn't there yet, or it wasn't, you know, like, and I feel like with, yeah, I don't know. So much money being thrown around with it too, and it's inseparable from the marketing. I got pretty ad busters today, man, when I was working on the story for next Friday. It was it just kind of made me think about, you know, advertising and how pervasive it is, and you know, in games, and we're going to be talking about this is one of the stories we'll do next Friday for Parvination episode 4. But yeah, just it's frustrating because, you know, there's, you know, as a person who has a lot of pop culture, you know, there's a lot of pop culture intake, and it's like at a certain point when it comes to ads, you know, there's a point at which, like, I understand that, you know, this or that is necessary, and in certain conditions I'm like, okay, right, within this framework it works well like this. But then I don't know, gotta talk about this article that was a, yeah, you know, it's like once you look into it and you check the source, you look at also who like who's putting out this report that it's originally from, and then the whole thing kind of just falls apart so easily, like with just the bare minimal effort, which is, you know, I'm not saying that's what the Parvinator puts in, but that's, I'm certainly no investigative journalist. I have my sources. But yeah, they I'm trying to hit things at a surface level for the most part, because that's what I'm understanding. But even with that, we're digging deep as I can, you know. And I was just looking at this article, and so much of like it just sort of, I don't know, sent me on a just, yeah, thinking about ads in games, and, you know, thinking of, I don't know. Yeah, it's I think, an example of media literacy, yeah. When you read something, asking questions as you read it, you know? It's a good thing to do. All right, one more Pokemon. Sorry guys, I'm having a really good time tonight. This has been fun. I know I'm super ranty, but yeah, I know I'm also taking forever, but it's fun. It feels like I'm sitting on a beanbag, like, you know, we're back in the late 90s, you know. I was sitting on a beanbag where someone's gonna take the controller from me if I don't play soon, you know. It's all right. Something specific in the industry. I love the idea of super intellectuals using the word hallucination daily for work. I do too, Fireball. It's fun. Yeah. Thanks, Fireball. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Yeah. We'll see. If I end up dying again, we will, I forgot that Lapras sucks. If we end up fainting again, I will, we'll move into, sorry, you know, if we lose our whole team, we'll go into some Diddy Kong. But I want to get our Diddy Kong on. Ruh-roh. I'm gonna get hit by Dig. This isn't good. I think we'll be able to kill it here, though. All right, that's what that Doug trio gets. We're playing with power. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys too, like, I already started doing some work in advance of us playing the next game we'll do, Parvinator, Volume 13, Parvinator64, Volume 13, another game out of that 19-game Japanese lot on eBay. Mario Party, the original Mario Party. And I'm thinking we'll do this on Wednesday. I'm really excited for that. That'll be fun. I haven't. I played a little bit of it on Nintendo Switch Online. Like I did a single game with my partner, like maybe a couple months ago, and that was it. And yeah, so that'll be fun to bust out. Really would love to have a crew to be able to play that one on stream, you know? Being the social game that it is. But it's also a game you can play in your loneliness, and that was certainly me when I rented it. You know, I didn't own Mario Party, but I did rent it at least twice, I think. Yeah, I never owned it. It's got some interesting music in it too, including some like 2 really cool underground themes. And as a kid, I felt like there was a ton of gameplay. Like when I through the rental, I realized like there's a lot to do here because, you know, there are some interesting kind of like, you know, the story mode I thought was fun. There's a good amount of content to it, even in just the first Mario Party. Yeah. All right, he's probably gonna get the jump on us, this Mankey. Or whatever it is. Ba-ba-bum. Not good. Primeape. Is that a Primeape? Really? I was enjoying the music, Nick. Well, I was trying to find, you know, a couple tracks for the stream, and yeah, I was enjoying the music. Mitsuda, huh? I think I've seen their name on some other stuff recently. Yeah, I was loving it. There's some games like that for me, Fireball. That's fun. That's fun that you got to do that, and yeah, you remember playing those mini games. Yeah. I mean, you know, you can play against CPU. It is such a fun couch co-op game, you know. But yeah, a lot of content though for 1P. Chrono Trigger. Wow. Okay. Awesome. Legendary soundtrack. I think I just moved Chrono Trigger off the desk recently. Guys, if you haven't heard the word, I just recently got a solution that's gonna let us play all my Nintendo 64 games that I have backed up from yesteryears. Look at this team here. But yeah, that really expands our reach, and I think we can also do some ROM hacks too. So we're definitely gonna get through the rest of this series. This you know, playing the Japanese 64 games that came as part of that group, but part of that package. But yeah, we got options now. Yeah, I think Mario Party 1 coming up soon. That'll be fun. Fun story. I once traded my whole Xbox for my friend's PS2, along with our entire respective game collections. A week. Nice. Our house got broken into for the first and only time in their life. Thieves took the DVD player, but left the PS2 alone. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? They're double dumb because they left another if it was DVD players they were really into, they missed the PS2 player, even if they're not into the games. So these are some double dumb bandits, man. Sucks. My cousin, my ultimate video game rival, their place got broken into when he was a kid, and it was like really, I remember just being really confused because we were little, you know, and I just remember being like, what, you know, like, and yeah, they stole his NES and all the games. They stole a bunch of action figures and stuff too. But yeah, like his school, like all the kids came together and you know helped him get his. They helped him, like they pitched in and got like another NES and got his collection started a bit. So, you know, but yeah, it was a bummer. I just remember being so like Like, I just remember being upset when he told me about it and just being like, what the heck, you know? Like, all right. Let's, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum-bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, I want to... Alright, hopefully this will work. So yeah, sorry about your house getting broken into, Fireball. But yeah, I'm glad they didn't take that PS2. I did some kind of console swaps too. I had a buddy of mine that was really generous. I don't know that we even... I don't know if we swapped at this point or what, but... I did not own a PlayStation for a while, but I was able to play through a couple of Final Fantasies, which were, and those were not like super fast playthroughs, you know, that I was doing. I did put the work in. It wasn't anything resembling what I do at this point on stream, but you know, it was a, yeah. He's let me borrow it for, you know, a month or two. Playing other games too with it, but yeah, it was same thing with the PS2, and because I got to play through Grand Theft Auto 3, got to play through that a few times. Yeah. It's a good buddy. Also got to play some Smash Bros with him in college. We ended up rooming together. At a certain point in college, we ended up going to the same university, and I'd known him since middle school. We went way back, he and I. I just wish we still had the photos of him and I doing our, like, RPG. We kind of just did, we just sort of made up some characters, and he had, like, a couple of cloaks in his house. They had a couple of cloaks. And we put those on, and he also had like a pretty cool replica sword, and yeah, we had a fighter and a mage, and we did a little photo shoot that is lost to time, sadly. Pikachu, I don't know if I should switch to Dougie Boy, but maybe I should. That's funny, Fireball, yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking the other day about like how your circle, yeah, you know how the games that you had access to was limited to your circle and to the friends that you had, and hey, sometimes maybe I think we sorted into our friend, you know, categories based on the games or consoles someone had. It made it was a shared interest, you know. It made sharing software easy. One memory card, one set of 4 discs, many PlayStations. Get it on rotation. There you go, Doug Trio. Dougie. We may not get to Diddy Kong Racing, sadly. Is it false? Speaking of all that talk about advertising earlier, a little false advertising right here. I almost busted out Yoshi's Story the other day. I was gonna come back to that one, and then I was like, oh, you know, we just played that a few months ago or whatever, but it's at this point it's already been a while. Yeah. I'm thinking we'll do Metroid on Monday. Rather, Sunday. Play that one Sunday afternoon. Love that death animation. Okay, another round down. Nice. Well, at this point, it'd be really easy to play whatever you wanted to on that PS2. That's cool. Battle 5. Okay, against the mad scientist here. It's Pokemaniac? No, I don't think that's the one. Okay, oh yeah, you got a couple of electric. I think Doug Trio swept these last time, possibly. Here we go. Really easy once I put in the effort. Yeah. Yeah, well, right. I've got a lot of things on my to-do list that would be in that sort of category, you know? You know, really easy once I put in the effort. Hey, thank you guys for hanging. Happy Friday. This is kind of new for me, trying to do the streams where we're, you know, a longer stream, just doing gameplay, because I sort of got in that routine of doing the sort of podcasty segments somewhere in the middle of a stream, and it was just kind of whiplash going between that and back to gameplay. And so, yeah, since we're not doing a new episode tonight, I thought, yeah, play a little more 64. It's fun. I've been needing to play more games, you know, honestly, like, I've had a bit of burnout, you know, like, on and off. I think last week was tough because I had a lot going on life-wise in terms of having to, like, commitments outside of, the apartment, outside of, you know, this, outside of what I do here, and then, you know, yeah, having 2 weeks in a row of doing the episodes, I think, sort of wore me down. And so, yeah, I'm trying to take it easy, you know? I don't know. This week, I do have, like, I've got one thing ready to go for next Friday out of probably 4 things, so that's cool. That's a good pace. This weekend, I'll pick up another, and then, you know, but trying to figure out how to do stuff, you know, in advance, like what to plan. That's all very, you know, it's all new to me, and I don't have those, like, I'm building those habits of, like, a, you know, successful, productive person after coming out of a years-long depression. You know, it's like it all feels more like I'm having to start from. It feels kind of like I'm starting from scratch in a lot of ways. You know. So yeah. But yeah, figuring it out. And thank you guys for the support. It's been fun, and I want to try to grow the stream and grow. Hopefully, get some eyes on those episodes too, because. Yeah, Sid. Thank you. Thanks for the HF. It took me a second. I was like, wait, what? Happy Friday. Ah. That's right. Doug Trio is just a beast. Man, I really like the Hey, I don't know. What are you guys thinking about the super thin eyebrows here on Electrode? You know, I don't want to just body shame or anything, but is it a? Well, I'd have to get a little bit close to see if it's Sharpie or something, you know? That should be it for him. I think it was the next round that we lost earlier tonight. Gotcha. 5 badges. Our hat is looking pretty pimped out already. Look at this. Battle 6. We have our 5 pieces of flair. Was it this one? It was their Alakazam, I think, that made me, I think their Alakazam screwed us up last time. Possibly. Kangaskhan was tough, too. I don't remember. Okay, I think I brought, last time I brought Machoke rather Machamp, but, the issue was, I think they ended up going up, like they were my last Pokemon, they ended up going up against Alakazam. So I think I'm gonna avoid that. Or just have them, you know, it could have just been bad timing. But yeah. They've got a Lapras. Oh, their Lapras, I think, gave us trouble. Let's, Alright, let's see what happens. I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh shit, you know, I already regret one of the picks. Gengar first with the orange tongue. I regret one of my picks. Very dramatic. I mean, hey, no continues, you know, it's all on the line here. All right, Doug Trio helping us get off to a good start here. Should I pull someone else in to make this quicker? Oh, I forgot who I have. Let's see. Ba-ba-bum. Pikachu and Machoke, I think. I brought that Machoke in. That was my, you know, decision I'm regretting. I think I'm just gonna go with Dig. Try it again. I should really see what some of these other moves are, too. I'm just, at this point, I'm afraid to use it, you know? Go with what I know. And Dig keeps us out of harm's way for one turn, which is nice. take damage on the next turn. But will do damage. Missed. Get back down in that hole, I think. Yeah, dig again. Boom. I like how it shows Doug Trio coming up, and then you see like, you know, like Kangaskhan getting knocked out. Some of the animations, they're really good, but it's funny. Sometimes the cinematography will get really like hitched up, or just kind of. There's some pretty funny, like, Pokemon does a long reaction, then they faint, which is its own long, you know, like animation. So it's kind of funny how, yeah, it can be a bit slow like that. So it goes. This is going to be tough. I don't know if Doug Trio is the one for this battle here, but Meast. A lot of HP on that Chansey. Its name is Lucky Goro. Raki Goro. Goro. Man, all that talking got me feeling hoarse. Okay. Next battle, please. One more piece of flair. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Semifinals, here we go. Thanks, Fireball. I think that's the one we got hung up on last time, possibly. Or it could have been this one, I don't know. But, yeah. I don't think we made it this far last time. Okay. Alright, here we go. We've got a couple of... I think Jinx is... I think that they're ice. Well, I know that they're ice, right? But what is it? Ice and Psychic, I think? In this generation. Doug Trio may still, you know, be worthwhile. Just he's just super powerful. Honestly, I think Doug Trio should be kind of considered for almost every battle. There's a couple type disadvantages here, but but they have dig, and it's you know, it's pretty solid. All right, here we go. Oh, space operas, yeah. Oh, Rush. I would love to listen to more Rush. Sorry, guys. I think I'm allergies, and then just yeah, haven't talked a lot tonight. I don't think I have too much more in me. It's getting painful. I'd like to listen to more Rush. Perhaps I should have just changed out, but yeah. Darn. For the things I have, though, I don't know if it would be good. I think we can stay alive. Hopefully, oh, that's cool, Fireball. I'm down for that, yeah. I mean, always down for a deep dive and a long song with, you know. That's cool that there's a guide to it. The listening guide. Always love, you know, I'm always down for a song that takes you on a journey. Damn, how come we're not getting to get any moves off now? What is Is it oh, are we in like they used one of those like bind moves or something like that? Is that what's going on? Sucks. The death animations are great. That's good stuff, man. Some of them are hard to watch, but that's a good thing that they accomplished that. Hard to watch as in, like, you know, you're seeing a Pokemon that was just out giving it its best for its best friend over there, calling the shots, the trainer on the sidelines. And now you're watching its hopes and dreams and that trainer's hopes and dreams evaporate. You know, it's tough shit. It's hard to watch. Bend those spoons. I'm really glad we survived another turn with Alakazam. That makes it a lot more doable. That we got one attack out, you know. Make it more radio friendly. Yeah, I love examples of that. Yeah, some really great stuff has come out of a artistic counter to a record label trying to, like, you know, have too much control or There's a really good album by the Velvet Underground called Loaded, and it's named that partially because, like, it was you know, supposed to be loaded with hits, but also as a you know, double entendre for heroin as well, but being smacked out. But yeah, they had a lot of pressure to, like, get a hit, you know, and a couple of this, like, that apparently, like, I guess a couple songs were really written with that in mind, and kind of just quickly done. But then they're good. They're really fun, and But, like, I guess they were sort of submitted with a bit of attitude or a bit of, you know, like, here's your hit, you know, like... I don't quite know the, it was cooler than I'm making it sound, but yeah, there's a... I like that backstory, Fireball. Thanks for sharing that. That's cool. Those rumors. The rumor mill. Can't hit what's underground, I guess. It almost looks like that Hydro is trying to give the, like, gladiator thumbs, you know, thumbs down. All right, one more down. We're going to the finals. This is, I think I got swept last time in the finals. I think they step it up. Now, guys, I hate to do this, but I'm going to take a short... I got to get a little bio break in, so sorry. Let me just step aside.
The Parvinator.
Gonna get a quick bio break. I'll be back in just a minute or two. BRB.
Yes, yes.
The Parvinator.
Sorry, I was trying to type something into the chat, and unfortunately I had the OBS window was what was highlighted, I guess, and I ended up typing B, which sent me to another BRB screen for the wrong damn game. All right. Let's go to the finals. Final against Miniskirt. This was who we lost to last time. Miniskirt. Okay. Miniskirt has a pretty good spread. They've got a couple of water Pokemon. That's exploitable. We'll get Pikachu in there, but I wonder, I'm trying to remember who they led off with. It might have been Gengar. I feel like I didn't have as much luck as I wanted to with against Gengar with my Alakazam. As much luck as I thought I would. I think I probably want Doug Trio in here just to have them. They'll be weak against two. Yeah, but they're going to stay underground as much as they can. This is a tough one. Yeah. All right, let's see. Right. Yeah, I know, right, Fireball? It's very frustrating. Shortcuts. You love them when you intend to use them. All right. I think I'm going to lead off with Doug Trio. Honestly, just because... Shit, they could have a water Pokemon, though. It's just Doug Trio would was getting close to, like, I think they one-hit KO'd a Gengar earlier. Oh, I don't know. I was anxious about that. Favorable matchup. Hopefully we get, they'll probably go first, yeah. Swift, maybe? No, something else. Fireball, did you get to hear the, little or whatever, that special noise you hear when you, hit the control button several times? Or the escape button, maybe? Is that what that one was? I can't remember. Okay. One down. Okay. We one-hit KO'd one of these earlier, I think. I'm just gonna try it. See what happens. Dugtrio's faster. Protected from your psychic waves. Yes. Dude. 2 down. Press shift 8 times for that menu. Right, activate the sticky keys. Stop using shift as my jump button after run. Yeah, great. Dialogue pops up over the game. Okay, now Dugtrio here is not as useful. However, I don't necessarily want to get anyone else involved and have them take a hit. He's still powerful, so I'm gonna try, he's ground, so I mean, get down underground, buddy. They may be able to still do some good damage, honestly. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know that we get to see the credits run for beating this tournament, but I hope so. And I shouldn't get ahead of myself too much. We still got a battle. If I knew what the other buttons would do, I would think about that some too. Whatever it just did, it got hit with some recoil, I believe. Sticky keys. Two HP. Wow. Yeah. All right, Dugtrio, I want to salute you. You knocked out... You did one-hit KOs to 2 of these Pokemon, I think. So... And, let's hope this one can clean it up for us. Determined look from Pikachu. That's so cute. I love the old school Pikachu. It was a little bit rounder. It had a little more chub to it. Doing flips too, you know? Still in great shape. Please survive, Pikachu. Okay. Connect. Yes. We did it. That's it. I think we just won this tournament. Granted, it's just the first tournament, but yeah. Mini skirt. You lose. And we get our 8th badge. Champion. Champion. Doug Trio. Is this our Hall of Fame here? Pikachu. And of course, Alakazam. We didn't see much of you, I don't think. Hey, Machamp. I don't know that we saw a whole lot of you either. And Lapras. We probably won because we didn't see a whole lot of those last couple ones. Monster Cup, Korea. Monster Cup clear. No credits. No credits for beating the... I think you gotta beat the, like, later, tournaments. The probably the F50. Level 50 tournaments. Much more difficult. I think, probably still, I bet it's doable with the rental Pokemon, but I'm sure it's kind of tough. Yeah. Well, that's not happening tonight. Yeah. I know, right, Fireball? Exactly, yeah. The winners get healed, they get to continue on. The losers, I guess, yeah, they get put down. Right, rather all the fainted Pokemon. Well, I mean, the winners continue each time, but the graphic shows even the winners fainted Pokemon getting X'd out too, and they get a ricochet as well. And we can only assume a bullet, but we're just going off of the sound effects they're giving us. Maybe they're throwing those X's so hard at the Pokemon to show that they were fainted that it bounced off of something, you know? Yeah, I don't know. We're looking for an in-universe answer here.
The Parvinator.
Well, we didn't get to see the credits roll, but that's we may work this game in at the end of a stream sometime, but there's a couple other games I want to get to that I want to try to finish the quest for 100%. DiddyKongracing, where I was going to play this tonight, but I spent a long time on Stadium, and it's kind of late, so I think I'm going to wrap. Don't mean to do the false advertising of calling it a double dose of 2 games, but we're going to come back to DiddyKongracing at some point. Monday, I think I'm going to play Metroid. That'll be fun. Get back on some Metroid. I just started making some sorry, not Monday, Sunday. Just started making some progress on Metroid, the original for Famicom Disk System. It's been so fun. And I had been hung up for a little bit, started making some progress, so got something to look forward to. I think I'll do that Sunday afternoon. Wednesday, I'm thinking we'll move to the next game out of this these Japanese 64 games, and that's going to be Mario Party. We'll move on to Mario Party. Should be fun. I really want to work in WrestleMania 2000 sometime too, dude. I almost changed everything at the last second and started looking for like WrestleMania 2000 graphics and stuff. We'll do that at some point. It'll be really fun. Also, I gotta get Episode 1 Racer in as well. I now have access to these, so we got a lot of good 64 goodness to get to, man. This is cool. Yeah. I know. Sorry, Fireball. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I know. I promised a little DiddyKongracing, but yeah. All right, man. I think I'm gonna move out, guys. Get out of here. Should we do a raid? How many do I have on 5 on Twitch? Maybe we should try to raid. Let me see if I know anyone who's on. I don't ever raid, but I should do it more often. Do-do-do. Gotta be a little bit quicker with this part, eh? I do see a couple... Oh, you know what? You know what? Binary Man is playing Zelda 2. Let me see that they're on and playing. They're not. They've had their stream up for a while, but they haven't been there, so I think they stepped away. That's too bad. All right. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna wrap it up. I don't see the other streams aren't. I see other folks on, but some of them are doing like music or some other kind of thing. So we'll do it another night. All right, guys. I'll be back Sunday. We'll do Metroid. Wednesday, Mario Party. Friday, new episode of Parvination. And if you haven't seen episode 3, do help me out. Go see it. Check out. You don't have to have seen the prior episodes, but I've got these podcasts I've been doing. I've got 3 episodes out at this point, and that's a great way to support. Is to just go watch it, give a like, leave a comment. Should you feel compelled, share. I'm having a hard time getting this thing grown, getting it grow in. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here, guys. I'll play some sound effects for you. Hope you have a good night, and thank you so much for hanging. I'm out of here. We'll see you next time. Adios.